different jobs and workplaces. Whose tools are these? Artist. Artist. Where do you work in? I work in a studio. Studio. Whose tools are these? Carpenter. Carpenter. Where do you work in? I work in carpenter's shop. Carpenter's shop. Whose tools are these? Cook. Cook. Where do you work in? I work in restaurant. Restaurant. Whose tools are these? Doctor. Doctor. Where do you work in? I work in a hospital. Hospital. Whose tools are these? Engineer. Engineer. Where do you work in? I work in a factory. Factory. Whose tools are these? Farmer. Farmer. Where do you work in? I work in a farm. Farm. Whose tools are these? Firefighter. Firefighter. Where do you work in? I work in fire station. Fire station. Whose tools are these? Hairdresser. Hairdresser. Where do you work in? I work in saloon. I work in saloon. Whose tools are these? Pilot. Pilot. Where do you work in? I work in airplane. Airplane. Whose tools are these? Police officer. Police officer. Where do you work in? I work in police station. Police station. Whose tools are these? Scientist. Scientist. Where do you work in? I work in science lab. Science lab. Whose tools are these? Singer. Singer. Where do you work in? I work in broadcasting station. Broadcasting station. Whose tools are these? Can you guess? Teacher. Teacher. Where do you work in? I work in a school.